I just want to end by pointing out that as with all these projects, there's a lot of people that make this work. And in our labs, Holger Rivers is sitting here behind Lynarius, has been a key player. And then Aaron Quick, who's one of the nurses who helps with participation. Harry Malik and Steve Holland have been partners with me for decades. And Nicole Bruce, shown on the right, is a nurse who's currently working with us. Statistician was Changju Wang. Then you see we've had two postdoc converters working with us recently. Anthony Pennado is now an MD PhD candidate at the University of Connecticut. And Scott Wolf, who's soon to be going to medical school. And then the radiologist who helped us do the MRI scans that David One Pieces, chief of radiology, the cardiologist, Christopher Sibley, who helped us not only interpret the MRI scans, but care for some of the abnormalities we picked up from normal hosts. And then Doug Burns, who's up in Frederick with SAIC, who's helped us with the assay. So we're all open for questions.
You mentioned that the cutoffs children had arbitrary. So was that maybe to narrow down the list of compounds we had? Is that assay-based? I guess I'm trying to figure out what the goal is from your lab. Is it to get like a single lead compound, or is it to say, hey, here's what we got, you guys can give this to phase 1 from 1 or 2 animals?
Yeah, absolutely, that's a great question. And I think ideally, they want to have compounds that are interfering with our assay. So perhaps those compounds that have less than 90% reduction in our oxidase assay, and with our also and broken cell assay, compounds that have more than 90% reduction. And the issue with that, at least from the two libraries that we screened, that would generate right now 0 compounds. Just reaching those arbitrary cutoffs. So this is why we're gearing up to a much larger library that's small molecule repository that contains over 500,000 compounds. And of those that really are meeting these compounds, can also then similarly chemically synthesize them further and find a more specific inhibitor of NOx2. Thank you.
I have a question that you can ask this stuff. So if the objective of the inhibitor would be to inhibit toxin activity, are you concerned that you might be reproducing the phenotype of chronic granulomatous disease or other infections? What do you think about that?
That is very concerning. And really, what happens in patients with CGD that they are more susceptible to infection. And our goal here is to take the perspective of cardiovascular disease and really attain a compound that perhaps does not necessarily abolish all superoxide production, but rather eliminate those to a certain extent. And NOx2 is expressed both on the surface of the plasma membrane and also in intracellular compartment. So perhaps an inhibitor that is not discriminately inhibitable NOx2, but rather perhaps is localized to those at the surface, and then superoxide is probably generated inside the cell and in cell pathogens.
I'll say that a little bit. We need to be more common or
I got it.
You're probably sure that we have a lot of carriers in our cohort, and the X-linked carriers of CGD are particularly interesting. And if you remember back to the NBT test, I showed you that those women who are carrying the gene, depending on lionization of when it occurs, have a variable amount of normal cells and abnormal cells. So we have over 200 such patients for subjects. And they can be extremely lionized, so that they are either essentially 99% of their cells are abnormal, or 1% of their cells are abnormal. So one of the things we're doing now is studying all those women to see if the spectrum of lionization correlates with a spectrum of protection from atherosclerosis. So the hope is that we will see that people are protected with, say, 50% of loss of function. And if that proves to be the case, then we would want a compound that, say, knocks you down 50%. Those people who are 50% abnormal, these women, have a normal life in terms of infection. And in actual fact, you could probably only need about 5 to 10% normal cells to be clinically protected from infections. You don't need a lot of them. Now, there is a weakness in this study that we're doing in that CGD. All the cells are suppressed. And in these women who are carriers, a percentage of them are abnormal. And it could be that the normal cells can complement the defect in the abnormal cells. We don't see anything. We don't know that. But the question is, how much suppression would you need to get protection from the inflammatory, exaggerated inflammatory process that we're all subject to every day of our lives? Are CGD patients less susceptible to atherosclerosis in plastic disease? So this measure of carotid artery thickness is the marker we have. And, so recent years that they haven't been living normal lives, like Robert Carpenter, and more of these patients are now going to live, we anticipate, fully normal lives. So we don't have an historical base to really answer your question cleanly. I can't say whether they're protected from cancer or not. You have a Yeah, we haven't done that. I'm sorry that anyone else did. That's right.
The other thing that struck me was that 3 of your candidates showing effects are in the PI3 kinase and KT pathway and mTOR. So is there any connection between what we know about the regulation of NOx trafficking within a cell and PI3 kinase pathway? There must be, I would guess.
Well, PI3 kinase inhibitors do inhibit the phagocyte oxidation. Yeah, right. We're banning, yeah.
But are they doing it because NOx is present both somewhere on the cytoplasm and also in the airways and the apical membrane? So they get there by trafficking and they may even be cycling. I don't know why some of them traffic.
I'm concerned the inhibitors of the kinases and commonplace signal mediators are going to hit so many cellular systems besides the NOxes. So I'm less inclined to consider them as good drug candidates.
Yeah. Well, are there any other questions? Listen, I want to thank you all very, very much. This is really very exciting, very provocative, and I trust there are a lot of people who out there who will benefit from this. So thank you again, John, and thank you very much.
Welcome everyone to the Interagency Office and Coordinating Committee meeting. It's a pleasure for me to chair this excellent committee for the second time. And I'd like to welcome everybody on the committee. Thank you very much for taking the time to come here and work with us on this incredibly important issue. And thanks everyone in the public section for coming and listening in, and also for everyone who's listening on in through the web. I'd like to take a moment. We're going to do a roll call in a moment, but before we do that, I just wanted to introduce some of the new members and mention some of the outgoing members. So first, I'd like to welcome Dr. Diana Bianchi, the new director of the National Institute for Child Health and Development, and so she'll be serving on the committee replacing Dr. Catherine Spung, who was the acting director. So we're very pleased to have Dr. Bianchi here. She is really a world-renowned expert on child health and development and maternal and fetal health, and she's going to be a fantastic new director. We're pleased to have her on board. So welcome. I also want to welcome Dr. Laura Pincock, who will be replacing Dr. Elizabeth Kanto as the representative of the Administration for Health Care and Research and Quality. Laura, are you here? No, not here yet. Okay. We next have a few announcements that of people who are leaving or instead see them go, but we thank them for their service. First, Ms. Shannon Hayward is going to be stepping down. She's not here already. Excellent. And officially she's stepping down from her role as a public member of the IACC because we have the good fortune that she now joined the federal government working at the Health Resources and Services Administration. And so I'd like to thank Shannon for her service on the committee and wish her good luck in the new position. I also want to announce that she'll be continuing to serve as one of the co-chairs of the Strategic Plan Working Group for Question 5 until the strategic plan is finished, so we're very pleased. I want to announce also that this is the last meeting for Commissioner Aaron Bishop, Administration for Community Living, as he's going to be departing with the change of administration. I'd like to thank him for his service on the committee as well. And then finally, this is the likely, although we're still not sure, that this will be the last meeting for Dr. Francis Collins. He's been serving officially on the committee, although he's been represented here most of the time by Dr. Josie Grace, director of NCCIH. And I believe for now anyway, Josie will be serving as the representative of the NIH director during the interim period. All right, so maybe we can get a round of applause for our new members and a thank you to the party one. And now I'll turn it over to Susan Daniels, who will be doing the roll call and ask approval of last meeting's minutes.
Okay, so I'd like to do a roll call so that people that are on the phone especially will know who's here. Those who are watching the webcast probably can see us, but we'll go through. So Joshua Gordon.
Here.
Jim Daddy.
Here.
Diana Bianchi. Here. Cindy Lawler. Here. Aaron Bishop. Maybe on his way. Here. Okay, yeah, great, thank you. Josie Briggs. Ruth Essel. Tiffany Porcioni. Maybe on her way. Melissa Harris is not going to be attending. Laura Kavanaugh. Walter Korshak.
Yeah, right back here.
Oh, hi Walter. I haven't done that yet. I will. Okay. Yes, and so they're listening.
Okay.
Yes, I'll just interrupt for just a minute. Is there anybody who's on the phone that can hear us and who's a member of the committee who wants to speak up for a roll call? We have heard that there is a problem with the webcast and people can't hear, so we're working on that, trying to get it fixed. Okay, Walter Portia. Laura Pincock is going to be attending by phone, so she may be one of the people trying to heard. George Shapiro?
Here.
Thanks. Larry Wexler? Chantal Meek? And Stan New? Or Nicole? Oh, okay. Physically here. Oh,
Thank you for calling the conference center. At any time during this message, please leave your message. That's what he's saying right now. Okay. Your passcode has been confirmed and indicates you are a speaker.
So,
Please press star 2. The coordinator will assist you to start your call or begin recording.
This is the operator. This is the leader line?
Yes, 6001 Executive Boulevard. You want to start the meeting?
Okay, let me go ahead and join your line, and I'll disconnect the music and get the recordings going for you.
Fantastic.
Thank you.
You will now be placed into conference.
Welcome and thank you for standing by. One moment while I get your recordings begin. Okay, the conference is now being recorded. If you have any objections, you may disconnect. You may now begin.
So we get confirmation from any of the folks on the phone, maybe email your friends, you can email and let us know that you can hear us. Actually, are there any members of the committee who can hear me? They can say their names.
Sure. Christopher Williams, Jerry Dawson, Edwin Taylor.
Great, we got that, Susan.
I haven't done them yet.
Okay, so we apologize for the delay in the start of the audio. This is Joshua Gordon, starting on page here, the IACC, welcoming everybody. We are doing the roll call, so you haven't missed really anything yet except some thank yous and some welcomes.
Okay, so to resume the roll call, we're now going to call out names of public members. David Amaral.
Here.
Jim Ball is going to be on the phone. Jim, are you there? Jim Ball. On the phone. Jim, are you there? Okay. Samantha Crane. Jerry Dawson, on the phone. Here. Thanks, Jerry. David Golden. Here. David Mandel. Brian Parnell is not going to be with us today. Kevin Humphrey.
Here.
Edward Tenya. Can you do that? Thanks. Louis Reichard is not going to be able to join us today. Rob Ring. John Elder Robeson is not going to be able to join us today. Alison Singer. Here. And Julie Taylor. Here. Great. And if anyone joins late, just feel free to join the conversation during discussions and let us know that you're here. You can always send me an email to let me know that you're here. You were not called. Good morning. It's Melissa Harris from CMS. I'll be on the phone. Great. Hi, Melissa. Good morning. This is Laura Pincock from Argonne on the phone as well today. Thank you. Welcome, Laura. We announced a little bit earlier that you're a new member of the committee. So, with that, I'd like to turn our attention to the minutes. I sent out draft minutes to the committee from the last meeting, and I didn't receive anything by email. Does anyone here in the room have any comments on the minutes? Any corrections that you see that need to be made? So, if there are none, someone I move to approve the minutes. Thank you. All in favor? Any opposed? Any abstaining? The motion carries to accept the minutes as written, and we will be posting them to the web shortly, so after the meeting. Thank you very much.
All right, well, thank you, Susan, for the roll call and for the minutes approval. We have I think, a full and dynamic schedule today. We're going to hear this morning briefly from Dr. Thomas Novotny, who's the National Autism Coordinator. After that, we're going to have a couple of talks. One from Angela Geiger, from the Chief Executive Officer of Autism Speaking from